Hi, today we're going to learn how to freeze uh, or lock rows and columns in Excel. So to do this, I've just changed the color of the top row and the first column because those are the ones that we normally want to freeze and so that you can see it better. Let's start with the most frequent thing we want to freeze, which is the top row. Okay, to do that, we just have to go to View, Freeze Panes, and we see here in Freeze Panes that we have Freeze Top Row. It's very easy. Okay, we don't have to select anything. We can click anywhere we want, go there, and Freeze Top Row. And you'll see that as we scroll down, we can always see the first row, as it comes very handy when the first row has the names of our columns, okay, or has labels, okay. So if we want to freeze a column, the first column, I'll show you first how to unfreeze something. Let's go to again to freeze panes and unfreeze panes. Okay, and now as you see, it's a normal Excel worksheet. So if we go again to that same menu, you'll have at the end freeze first column, and you'll see that if you click on that, and now you can scroll to the left or to the right, see, right and left, and the first column follows you, which again is very handy if it's the first column that has the labels, and you can and that way, even if you've got a lot of data, you can always know which row belongs to which label. Okay, so again, I'm going to unfreeze it. And what if you want to freeze one or more columns or one or more rows? Okay, so to do that, if you look at the first selection here, you'll see that there's a blue cell highlighted there, and then the cells that are slashed are the ones that will be frozen. So what does this mean? Well, if you click on a cell, you will freeze, and you click here, you will freeze everything to the left and everything on top of that cell. So let's show you for example, the cell that was selected there, which is this cell over here. If I click there, I'll be freezing the top row and the first column. See, if I go here, the first column is frozen, and if I go to the other side, the first row is frozen because I have selected here, and as I said, it will freeze everything to the left and everything to the top of that cell. Okay, I'll unfreeze the pane, and I'll show you some other examples so that you understand this better. So I'll go here to the 1, 2, 3, fourth column, and I'll click here. So what we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows on top. So if this works as I've shown you, this will freeze the first 1, 2, 3 columns and the first 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Okay, so let's click on there. See, first 4 rows are frozen, and first 3 columns are frozen too. Okay, so as you see, it works very easily. You just have to know which cell to select, and it will freeze everything to the left and everything to the top of that cell. So what if we wanted to freeze the first 3 rows, for example? So if we wanted to freeze the first 3 rows, we can go 1, 2, 3 and start at the bottom at the first cell of the 4th row and click on the let's unfreeze freeze panes here. As there's nothing to the left, we won't be freezing anything to the left, and we will be freezing everything on top. As you see, that works fine, and nothing on the left has been frozen. What if we wanted to freeze just 1, 2, 3 columns, but no rows? Well, again, we go to the first cell and we freeze those panes There's nothing frozen here in the rows, but if we go to the right, all those three columns are frozen. Okay, so you can work with that and decide which columns of or rows you want to freeze, and just or if you want a combination of those, and work with this button, and it gives you a lot of options. Okay, so this is how to freeze rows and columns. I hope it helps. As you see, it's very easy, but it comes very handy when you have a lot of data and you want to keep on seeing the labels. Okay,